Hey, family, welcome back to another episode of the Saturday Sit Down, hosted by your two favorites, Miss Levy and myself, Miss Ann Bull. Here to do it again. Y'all already know what we're talking about. We're going to dive into the debates, if you want to call it that, as well as the super spreader in chief. But before we do that, Miss Levy, how are you?
I'm good, and you?
I am good. And once again, you have graced us with yet another set of frames, and I am loving them. I must admit. I like the little light tint on them. Okay, okay, then. I see you.
See the detail, the skinny temple.
Oh, okay. I'm looking at the
Mhm.
frames. Are they glittery on the frame?
Yes, can you see that?
I hate you so much. Yes, ma'am. All
Mhm.
right. Miss Levy killing it with the frame game.
Although I feel like somebody from the 1980s with this little pink tint.
Oh, I like it.
Okay.
It's dope. So Miss Courtney Jones is in the room. Hello, hello.
Hey, Courtney. Hey, V.
Mm-hmm. All right. So where you want to start? You want to start with the debates, or you want to talk about this super spreader in chief?
Can we talk about fat ass just getting out the hospital?
So Chris Christie has made it out of the hospital. I guess he wasn't special enough to get that premier creme de la creme cocktail that the super spreader in chief was able to get. So
Mm-hmm.
his stay was a little extended.
Is he fat?
You think he bigger than the president? Ooh, look at your face. Okay, I'm gonna need you to not.
I bet you if I were to ask Google right now, how big is Chris Christie?
Because 45 is pushing 300.
Right. Because what,
So
he 240?
I think he bigger than that. Because he's tall too.
Okay, so she said she didn't have any information on that. That just shows you how much he tipping the scale.
I'm mad at you. I'm so mad.
Fat ass.
Girl.
Oh, he might be. No, he might not be on this week tomorrow. It's okay. I'm gonna look out for him and see what he got to say, hunty. Because he
Right.
was very quiet on Twitter. Okay.
Okay. So let's see if he going to be talking about it's nothing to let it dominate, or don't let COVID-19 dominate your life.
Fat ass.
Mm.
Sorry. Mm-hmm.
All right, so let's get into the debate. So first and foremost, I was actually able to get some content. Like there's actually notes and everything, and I mean, I got all 9 sections. Most of both candidates did not do a good job answering the questions that was asked.
Yeah, I was a little disappointed in Kamala because, okay, Kamala,
Okay,
learn it, remember it. Okay. Yeah, I was a little disappointed in her theatrical answers and her bobbing and weaving because it took her like a long ass time to answer the question whenever she did render an answer. But
yeah,
I'm just like, girl, do we gotta know what happened to you in the first grade before you tell us what's going on with healthcare?
right.
Yeah, but yeah, I would agree, especially Pence. But he really threw me talking about stop playing politics. Really?
With people's lives, as
With
you
people
see here,
lives.
as the head of the Corona Task Force, who has
Mhm.
allowed 200 and almost 15,000 people to die now on your watch.
Right. I can't.
And
Yeah, when he said that, I was like, "Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Like, no, for real. Are you kidding me? Stop playing politics. That's all y'all mofos been doing these whole 4 years. Quit. Quit.
exactly, exactly. Because the only reason they didn't do a better job of trying to get it under control was because it was primarily attacking blue states and blue cities.
Mhm. I can't. I can't. I can't with these people. Can we talk about the fly?
Yeah,
He's a dead corpse. He's dead inside. That's why that damn fly stuck to his ass. Stuck to him, okay?
Did you hear Nicole Wallace? He's like, he was kind of flaccid. Because people were suspecting that something is wrong with Mike Pence. Like maybe he has COVID-19 or he's suffering something else because he had something else going on with his eye.
Eyes, they were red. They were like not just because of pink eye, but they were extraordinarily red. Yes, I would agree.
Hmm.
He probably is sick. And they just too dumb to admit it. Just say you were wrong. Period. There's nothing wrong. Look, I'm the first to tell you, I don't like being wrong. I don't
Right.
even like having to admit that I'm wrong. But sometimes you gotta take that L.
Right.
Period.
Right. So, well, of course, let's talk about the fly. Like the fly was there longer. The fly got more uninterrupted time than either candidate did.
Mhm.
Like he was chilling. They clocked it. The fly was there for 2 minutes and 3 seconds, and it just flew off because it got bored. It wasn't shooed. He didn't have enough movement. If you move a little bit, flies. No, that fly was like, it is boring over here. Mm-mm. But my favorite meme was where they were interviewing the fly, and they asked, "Why didn't you fly on Kamala Harris's hair?" And
Who?
he said,
Who? What's her name?
"The lady that's running for vice president."
I cannot. I
Okay,
cannot. What you gonna do when she in office?
then I will call her Mrs. Vice President. But nevertheless, so that they were interviewing the fly, and they asked why didn't they fly on Miss Harris's head, Senator Harris's head, and he said, "Even I know not to mess with black women's hair."
Facts.
Right.
I am mad that you cannot. You still can't say her name right.
I had to think about it every time. Every time. Like when I do it like that, just in conversation, it never sticks. It never sticks. But I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it. I got 20, 26, 25 more days to get it.
Okay. Okay.
But so the contents as far as the questions and whatnot, they were good if they would have been properly addressed. The biggest takeaways is that once again, Mike Pence did not have an answer because, like, basically, as a vice president, their job is to defend their respective candidates.
Mhm.
I think that
He did
Kamala
that.
Harris did her job. I don't.
Mhm.
I don't think that Mike Pence did. He didn't. He did not give 45 an advantage.
No, I would agree. I mean, he didn't have any evidence to back what he was trying to defend the president on.
Right.
Um, any legit evidence other than saying, "Well, we have a plan," or
Right.
President DDJ is, definitely whatever his name is, his initials are.
DJ.
Yeah, he can't that. Um, yeah, his policy is this, and his policy. I'm like, where? Like, there's no evidence. Like, why? Who throws something out without having any type of backing behind it? Come on now. I can't
Exactly.
just say the sky is blue right now, in spite of
The
the
rain falling.
rain falling and the sky fall dropping out right now. And you gonna ask me where you get that from?
Right. But I mean, he definitely had no evidence. He did not. I mean, so because Mike Pence is is a lot more articulate and thoughtful with his conversations, I really thought he would have done a better snow job or better finessing. I feel like he's like the janitor for the current administration. He has to come in and clean up stuff, and I mean, he continues to lie. He just makes it sound good and believable, and he did not do that. Oh, we trust science. Since when? Y'all
Right.
are silencing the scientists
Mhm.
when it comes to climate change and when it comes to the coronavirus. Y'all out here touting people, the snake oils people, the my pillows, the my pillow guy, and the African woman that believes in alien sex and stuff like that. But you believe in science? And he did not denounce white supremacy.
Mm-mm.
himself or on, his candidate's behalf at all. And he definitely bungled the answer on race relations, which we knew he
Yeah,
would.
of course.
But I mean, he said, "Oh, what happened to George Floyd was unacceptable." But like there is no but. There is no but. And then you mentioned that, and then you want to talk about you stand with law enforcement,
I mean, you could do both. You
right?
can have both, but you need to stand on the injustices that are currently going ensuing in the country. And it's not even current, but it's just period overall. But it's so
Exactly.
hard for them to actually speak on it. And she didn't give it enough time either.
No. I mean, I did appreciate her expounding upon the answer or the question a little bit because, it started with focus on Breonna Taylor. And then, she brought up the injustices with George Floyd and everybody else, well, and others.
Mm-hmm.
But she definitely did not do well because she just called him out, but not really. Like, so she presented a problem and not so much of what the solution would be for it.
Mm-hmm. 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 Yep. 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 But it was civilized though. But she had me dying laughing. She was in an entire mood.
Oh, a whole mood. Like, we have all felt every emotion on her face. Like, yep, we know what that look means. We know what that look means.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And her laughing.
Right. That's when you laugh and you just laugh so you don't curse
Yeah,
and
you
say the
right.
wrong thing.
Fuck it, fuck it, fuck you up.
Right. She's like, really? You?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-mm. And then she did the side eye conversation. I will not sit here and be lectured on prosecution.
Right, 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 right. And then people on Twitter was still trying to go bad on her when she was laughing. I was like, well, what would you rather her do?
Right.
Y'all want the angry black woman syndrome to come out, but you're not going to get that. Not in this woman, you're not.
Mm-mm.
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 Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So let me see if I have any content questions. Oh, I was impressed that they were talking about having a national registry for the police officers, so that, which we've been hollering about forever, like to have a file for bad police officers so that they don't get recycled to other precincts and jurisdictions.
Mm-hmm.
So I was definitely glad to hear that. And
Yeah.
then Pence wanting to kick back at Senator Harris, talking about, I would think you as a prosecutor would stand with the grand jury, and why would you? That's what you want to do?
Yeah, she put him in check. I'm the only one on this stage. I was like, oh, okay. Check them.
Okay. And then on the question about peaceful transfer of power, which he did not acknowledge that there would be,
Nope.
or he didn't do anything to reinforce that at all. And then, he was like, I believe, all he said was that he believes that they're going to win. And you can see the president's record. Like, first of all, idiot, that's why he's going to lose, is because of the president's record.
I mean, but it was a clever answer. It was. I mean, what else is there to say? Well, to answer your question, we're not going to lose. So I believe that we're going to win. I was like, okay, well, I can roll with that. I mean, that's not what's going to happen, but I can believe it. But I mean, I get what you're saying about, yeah, they could say, because even Biden has said it. If I don't win, I don't win, and I'll just have to give up and concede. Okay, he could have said that too, but I still kind of thought that his answer was kind of clever. Okay, well, when we win, or yeah. Courtney said she thought that the fly was in her house on her TV.
Right. Because I thought it was something on my TV too, because that fly was huge.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That fly was huge. Like, they didn't even have to zoom in on it.
Yeah, because I was like, what's wrong with my TV? And then
Yes.
when it stayed there, no, I looked, because what was I doing? I was doing something. And I remember I looked away, and I guess I looked away for all of 2 minutes and 3 seconds, because when I went back, it was gone. So I was like, oh, that was really something in his hair.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Mhm. I don't know. Yo, people, he's a Stepford wife. Okay, a Stepford husband.
Yes.
I'm waiting on his battery to malfunction at any given moment. And this is the part where you insert the look of a robot going down.
Right.
Right. Mhm. Mhm. Right. I
He
don't know.
looked like his batteries were run down at that point anyway.
I don't know what that man has over everyone. Like, why are they so afraid of him?
I have no idea. I have no idea. And especially those, like, okay, he's jeopardizing your positions. Even if he appointed you or supported you or endorsed you for your position, at this point he's throwing it all to the wind right now.
Mhm. Mhm.
He
Three
is
sheets to the
going
wind.
all out.
Yep. It's like you're not gonna benefit from anything once all of this is said and done because even worst case scenario, even if he is in for another 4, that's gonna be it. What you gonna do at the end of that?
Right. Right. And
Nobody. Yeah.
he's
Mm-mm.
talking about running for 2020, 2024. Girl,
Who?
the current administration
Oh, that's right. He was saying that he wanted to extend the
term
amount
limit.
of year, yeah, the terms. Shut up. I'm mad you really thinking that you gonna come in and just completely change the game. Okay, great,
Right.
great.
And
You.
especially because, like, even if he wins re-election, he's going to lose the Senate.
Mm,
So then he will be in a position like Barack Obama was.
mm-hmm. Yeah.
So there's that.
Come on, Monday. When are you voting?
Oh, I already have. I voted by mail.
See, I'm not doing that.
Yeah, I know.
Can't do it. I don't trust it. Wait, so
What?
you put it in the U.S. mail or you put it in the Dropbox?
I put it in the mail. But I do
Because
have,
don't they have a tracker?
yeah, that's what I was going to say. It has a little tab on there so you can track it. But I just did it like last week, so I haven't tracked it to see where it is yet.
Man, check on that girl.
Oh, girl, I'm gonna check on that so I can make sure because trust me, that's why I did it. As soon as I got it, mailed it off, give it a couple days, follow up. If I don't start seeing something, then I'm right. I know what else I need to do.
See, that's why I need to go. I want to go in early. Let me make sure anything happens, I got time to make it right. Okay. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you good. You good. I'm just trying to make sure I cover the points before we get to the next part of our conversation. Um, I just want to cover the content of the debate. Um, so when it came to them talking about the role of the vice president, I don't think that either one of them really addressed that. That was just a free question to pull up other records that was irrelevant to vice presidency. And on the question about jobs, Mike Pence said that he inherited the slowest economy in history. Like, you a whole lie. You a whole lie.
Mm-hmm.
Because you know who did inherit one of the slowest economies in history?
Mm-hmm.
Barack Obama.
Mm-hmm.
And in fact, it was booming. It was already everything was already in the right headed in the right direction by the time they took office.
Yep.
All they had to do was just hold on and coast. But they want to throw detours and sidetracks and everything in it and just blow it all up. So,
Yeah, I can't. I can't with them. They are just helping. We are the first and we are the best. And no, you're not.
at all. Y'all are the best at bullcrap. But all right. So that's the debate in a nutshell. It was at least it was watchable. It was definitely watchable versus because ooh, child, like the presidential debate.
Of which is not going to happen this week.
Right. Because
Rightfully so.
the setup team had concerns about, going in to set up for this super
Right.
spreader.
Right.
So they
Right.
were like, no, it's gonna have to be virtual. And then the spreader in chief says that he did not want to participate in a virtual debate because they're going to be giving Biden the answers. It's on a computer. Sir, the computers work both ways. And the only
Right.
reason why that wouldn't work for you to give you answers is because you don't read.
That part. That part. Because y'all play telephone when it comes to information.
Exactly. If they don't say it to you, it did not happen. You're not aware.
Well, I'm not aware of that.
Right.
She
No,
quick to say that.
right.
I was like, this idiot. Like, you just have no regard for anyone else's life other than your own. Not one time, not one single solitary time have I heard him mention anything about Melania.
Oh, nope. Other than she contracted it.
Right. Like, she's doing well. Me and my family were doing well. Nothing. It's all about you. And you know what I did? I was watching when his first day back to the house, and he was standing on the steps, and he was just like,
Yeah. Really trying to play it off like, "Ooh, I didn't almost just die going up them steps." Right. And then who can breathe anyway? Have you seen how tight his collar is? Like, he got a whole vagina as a throat. Look at it. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Like, it be like this.
is it?
Girl, yes. Yes.
Girl, you gonna have me looking at the screen tomorrow, watching all the political talk shows like,
wait for it every single time. Like, never mind. But nevertheless, all right, so let's get to it.
She said a vagina for a neck, not a turkey neck,
No.
not a gizzard neck. She said a vagina. Okay, people. Usually I'm the one that come out with the wall comments, colorful commentary. This chick right here, she said a vagina.
Well, watch. Come back next week and tell me if I was wrong for what I said today. But okay, so let's talk about this. I am speaking.
Can you imagine just laying down with that man? That is just nasty.
That's just nasty all the way around. He looked like he stank. But anyways, I'm so sorry. Don't get me started. Do not get me started. I mean,
because sometimes that goes around in my head when I be like, what did Melania's, how did she lay down with him and produce? But the money will drive it, because I ain't gonna lie.
And then also, her nose is too narrow. She can't smell anything anyway. So that's how she survived. Okay, all right.
Oh my God.
I think that was included in the surgery. Like, if I have to spend the rest of my life with this man, or at least the amount of time for him to die, please close my nostrils. Thank you.
Not the amount of time. She done Anna Nicole Smith the chick. Lord Jesus. I can't. I just can't.
You brought that up, talk about could you imagine? No, I didn't.
I mean, because my mind be a little twisted sometimes, and it can go real far left real quick. And I'm just like, I just couldn't imagine him being on top of me like Mister in the color
purple. And you see,
he probably don't be on top though. She probably be on top.
It's this character called Dr. Robotniks in Sonic. He's like this big round red guy. That's what it makes me think of. But okay, I'm done with it. Because I'm clowning. So we're going. So I'm speaking. No, I'm just talking about. That's what Senator Harris.
That's what we gonna do.
Yeah.
I'm speaking.
Mr. Vice President.
Okay.
And what I found is that, of course, all the women felt exactly what she meant by that.
Courtney.
I'm not. Let me put that back up this time, because I'm not going to read that out loud.
I'll read out loud. See, if you kiss his neck, you're kissing of a JJ. I guess you are.
Well, because if you kiss his face, you're kissing a butt. But anyways.
Wait. Don Lemon said he been jonesing on his bronzer all week. He was like, "This man is darker than me."
Yes, I saw him saying that yesterday.
He been
So,
saying it all week.
because I don't know if they ran out of the typical tan that he uses normally, but since he came out the hospital, girl, he been melanated. Okay, I'm like, what is this? How you gonna appeal to black voters by becoming one of us?
You wear blackface.
Yes. What was that old movie with the white guy who came back as a black person with the curl with the fro?
Soul
Remember?
Man.
There it is. Right. So he trying to be soul man right there. That's how he gonna get the black voices for 45. Like, oh,
Oh my god. I can't. I can't. Okay, sorry. Go ahead.
okay. We are you finished or are you done? Are you speaking?
Speak on the soul, man. I'm about to tweet that.
But okay. But Kamala Harris made a statement every time she said, "I'm speaking, Mr. President, Mr. Vice President. I'm speaking. I'm speaking." And the only moment that she almost stepped out of line, like where that black woman came out was when okay. She's like, "I'm speaking. I'm speaking. I'm speaking, Mr. Vice President." Okay.
Yeah.
Like,
There's there should have definitely been a drinking game going on between how many times she had to say, "I'm speaking."
and how many times Sarah Page had to say thank you?
Thank you, Mr. Vice President. Thank you, Mr. Or him saying, "Susan."
Right. I'm so glad you asked. Like, everybody knows that is the ultimate time filler. Like, I don't have any words, so let me just show some gratitude. And I
Right.
just told
Well,
you thank
thank
you.
you so much for asking, because that's a really good question. You
Right.
just shaved off about 3 seconds of your time. Keep it going. Keep it going.
Right.
No, come on. Come on.
And then it took him so long to come up with answers, and he still ran over his time and tried to
And
run
then
over
went
it.
back.
Yes.
Mm-mm.
And he talked over both of those women like the man is speaking. Like, no, sir. There are rules that apply no matter what your gender or position is.
Mm-hmm.
And I appreciate Sarah Page saying both candidates agreed to the terms prior to the debate. I didn't come up with these. I'm here to enforce them. And I guarantee you, with her saying that I'm here to enforce them, that rubbed him the wrong way. Oh, I'm sure that rubbed his misogynistic self the wrong way. Like, he really thought he was gonna get up here and run some BS because it was two women and one of them whom is black.
Mm-hmm. What I cram to understand with misogyny, mofo, you come from a woman. You would not be here. You're not born from a test tube. You're not born in a lab. Well, depending on how freaky you are, it
Well,
could be a lab. But you come from a woman. Why is it that you have a lack of respect for us? I don't understand.
right.
I've never understood that. Like, how, Sway?
And it's like, in situations like that, men show up and expect respect. Women show up and have to ask for it.
Mm-hmm.
May
Mm-hmm.
I please have the respect that I deserve, please?
Mm-hmm.
May I just have a little of that respect, please?
Mm-hmm.
And then the catch-22. So it's a difficult situation for women, but definitely more so for black women
Mm-hmm.
because inherently women are seen as emotional. So even when women get upset or get flustered or whatever, it's not because it's a legitimate issue or a legitimate situation that would fluster, upset, or frustrate anyone. It's now because she's a woman,
Mm-hmm.
because she has ovaries, she's emotional. Then you get to the black woman, and we have to be even more reserved.
And careful and thoughtful about what we say because we don't want to come off and have the angry black woman syndrome, or we got an attitude and we gonna be rolling our neck and
Right. Black women are one of the few people on earth that are allowed to be angry. And even when they say, "Oh, you have a right to be angry," but you have to be cautious or be particular about the way you express it.
mhm, mhm,
You have Karen that can launch her angry, profanity laden tirades, and black women have to say, "I just want to let you know that offended me. That was disrespectful."
mhm.
Because if we say anything else, "Oh, you was dead wrong." Oh, see, no, now you angry.
Well, if you say it like that, you do sound a little angry.
you
Cause
know,
you can't say that with a straight. You were dead wrong. Now you was dead wrong. Got to
exactly,
put the finger up in there in the neck. Okay.
exactly.
Mhm. 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 So yeah, the debates were they were interesting. Very very interesting. Mhm. Any other points? Talking points?
Not from the debates, but I did want to spend a little time talking about the prevalence of, I guess, that I am speaking scenario.
Mhm.
Because women are inherently aware that we have to do that. Men, like what I found, especially like after this debate, all the women were like, "Oh, we've all been there. We've all been there." But men look at situations like this like it's one off, like that guy is just rude, or this way, whatever. They don't seem to understand that it's widespread. It's anytime a woman enters what's considered a man's space or
Yep.
male space.
Mhm.
And I deal with that all the time because I mean, I shoot pool, I watch football, and I work in a warehouse. Just the other day. Now I'm consulting at a warehouse company right now, or a distribution company. I'm in the warehouse, surveying the warehouse, and making recommendations, all this, whatever. And here comes this employee that I've been there for like 3 weeks, but this was I guess he just started. I don't know, but he walks up to me and asks me, "Do I do paperwork? What
Oh.
paperwork am I filling out?
Mm.
Am I afraid of the warehouse? Do I know what I'm doing?" So I had to stand there and tell him my history. "Well, sir, I've been doing this for about 12 years. I've done this, done that, done that." And then he could take my word, like, "Oh, okay, you know what you're talking about." But if I was a guy,
You wouldn't have done that.
the
Wouldn't even
question
been a
wouldn't have even
question.
come up.
Mhm.
The question wouldn't have even come up.
Be like, boy, stop. Really?
Exactly.
Like, you feel as though I really got to prove to you what I do and what I can do and what my abilities are?
Right.
Yeah, we go through that every day, every single day, no matter what. Well, you don't know what you're talking about. I hate that. Like, what? I got more skills than you do.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Mhm. Mhm. So I really hope that with her having to face that in the debates, that it caused a lot of suburban women, homemakers, to realize, well, damn, you know what? I gotta go through that too.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? You know what? She right. You know what? I am speaking. Okay. Yes.
Exactly.
You know
Not
what?
only am I speaking, I'm knowledgeable. I'm
Mhm.
correct.
Mhm. So yeah, that's a vote. That's a win for Kamala.
Right.
Mhm. Yep. Yep. Yep.
So, mhm, well, I guess it's just Women's Night. I don't know. So, you know that there was a plot to kidnap Governor Whitmer in Michigan.
Yep. I heard it. I saw it.
13,
Mhm.
so far, last I looked anyway, it was 13 people indicted or convicted of this. And of course,
Mhm.
they were part of the Boogaloo Boys, one of those groups that the current administration refuses to acknowledge or denounce. And then here comes this sheriff,
Which I did see what he said.
who tries to say that they were not trying to kidnap her. They were simply trying to make a citizen's arrest.
I was like, and that's right? That makes it right?
Right. Like, first of all, it's not like they just walked up to her and tried to grab her. No, these people spent months drawing out this elaborate plan. Oh, sorry, the wind's whipping a little bit.
Yeah, we're going through a storm. I hear it behind me as well.
Okay. I wanted to make sure, because, I sit in a bay window, so I didn't want to be Dorothy.
You said Dorothy.
But no, they developed this elaborate plan to try and kidnap this governor. Mm-hmm. Like, I mean, they were talking about blowing up bridges, taking out police, all this kind of stuff. And then he gonna try and downplay it. Like, oh, I'm not convinced. I think they were simply trying to make a citizen's arrest. But this other part about it, you're a police officer. Wouldn't you be offended? Like, maybe they think that you're not capable of making that arrest, so they have to take it upon themselves? Because this ain't Mayberry. Well, you only got one sheriff for,
Well, he do look like he work in that one little town. Well, that got one street.
Not to mention, he was caught in the video. I saw a video of him on stage with one of the guys. That was, they were at, like, I don't know if it was a rally or it was some sort of event. And he was on stage with one of the guys convicted of this crime.
Well, are they trying to say that they knew one another? I'm sure they are.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And even if they didn't necessarily know each other, they knew of each other. It wasn't an accident. Mm-hmm.
See, people like that. You don't need to be in office.
Right. And, of course, Spreader-in-Chief has not addressed this. All he said was, well, she's running it like a prison. It's a locked up state. She's
against me.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Not that, this is wrong. There are penalties faced when you're going against someone in office. Not going against, but, coming up with a plan to try to cause harm to someone in office. Nothing like that. Oh, it's everything because it's a blue state and she holding she holding them in and somebody on Twitter was like, I live in Michigan. That's not how it is. I was dying laughing. It's like, oh my gosh. But yeah, these people, oh my God. I feel like that meme where they be like, whoa, 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 whoa. I can't. These people crazy. I'm like literally scared to leave my house because I'm outside of the colored neighborhood that I live in. Because I venture out to a whole bunch of areas here in Atlanta and I'm scared. Because I don't know who to trust. Mm-hmm. And these people crazy. These people are crazy.
Honey. And then, okay, so now let's talk about the super spreader-in-chief who magically, see, now we talked about this last week once we discovered that he had the coronavirus and, he tested positive. We were wondering what was going to be the result on the other side. So here we are. Magically, he's cured. Air quotes, and he still want to answer when was the last time that he received a negative test. And they did admit that they're not even testing him every day still. And this man now,
because he punked him out of it.
Right. And I don't even know how he allows that. I mean, how they allow that.
Because they're scared of him.
And tonight, as far as I know, he's having yet another super spreader event in the exact same location where this all began.
Is it going on right now?
I think so. Or it was scheduled to. I don't know. I've been busy. I haven't watched. Well, I was watching the Georgia game, so I ain't watching no news today. But, and then these people are going. Except for Mitch McConnell. He ain't fooling with the White House.
Just like, nigga, I'm old. I ain't about to get up there.
Right. And he done had polio before. So he like, yeah, no,
damn.
I don't need nothing
in the polio era?
girl, do you see he served the bread at the Last Supper?
Wow. Okay, so he did have an event. I want to see how many. Those aren't the people.
But he was supposed to be speaking on the balcony like a king
He did speak on the balcony.
Mm.
You far, far away from who showed up?
First of all, and again, let's talk about the strength of the Kool-Aid that these people are drinking.
Girl, these people are shoulder to shoulder, but at least they wearing masks.
But and then even then with that, masks were not mandatory. They were suggested. And they would be available if you would like one. Now, this miracle cure that he came up with, he was given his high power cocktail of all of these drugs that the average American does not have access to and would never be given. Example, Chris Christie did not receive the same treatment. But okay, there's that.
Want me to show you the screen?
No. The the spreader in chief has not been deemed free of coronavirus. He just says that he's free. He says he's cured because he's feeling better. Okay, there's that. Now, also the medicine, some of the medicines that he was given in this powerful cocktail to help him beat the coronavirus contained cells of aborted fetuses.
Oh.
And one of the biggest talking points is that Joe Biden and Kamala Harris are in support of abortion. And let me tell you again, here we go. Speaking to the strength of the Kool-Aid. So normally I don't respond. I don't engage in social media like when it comes to Trump. Ooh, I said the word. When it comes to 45 supporters or anything like that. Mm-hmm. And then, I do have a lot of non-45 supporters. So, of course, wherever you see a non-45 non-45 post, you're going to get those
trolls.
Supporters. Yes. Mm-hmm. So this one girl says, I can't support the Biden-Harris ticket because they're in favor of late-term abortion. And all I said was, well, your president's taking medicine made from aborted fetuses. So there's that. She said, yeah, but that's also in our food. Ma'am. And I just stopped there. I just stopped there like, oh no, I'm not going down that rabbit hole. You're not about to get me like that.
You're not falling for the banana in the tailpipe?
Oh, no, ma'am. No, ma'am. No. Mm-mm. But, and I have no idea how women can support this person. I have no idea.
I don't either. I don't understand how is it as a woman you can get behind someone who does not allow you to make your own decisions. Now I get it. Everybody is not for abortions. I get it. That's why people have a whole tribe of kids. That's just not your MO. But who are you to say what I can do with my body?
Right. And pro-choice is not the same as pro-abortion.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Because I'm pro-choice, but I would never have an abortion.
Right. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But
and
again,
I don't understand. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say I don't understand why anybody outside of you should be able to tell you what you can and can't do with your body.
Right. Now, I could understand if I'm having abortion after abortion after abortion. Okay, yeah, at some point it has to stop.
Right.
But, but again, if that's what I want to do, then that's what I want to do. It's still my choice.
Exactly.
At the end of the day, it's my choice, and you trying to take that away from me. I get. I just don't understand how any woman could really sit back and be like, oh no, that's not I'm not in favor of that at all. No, right. That's crazy until it's your rights that's in jeopardy.
Exactly.
And that's the problem. Nobody wants to at least put themselves in the other person's shoes. Because just as much as there's a whole bunch of black girls out here having babies, there's a whole bunch of white girls from the trailer park out. Hell, I done seen plenty of episodes of Teen Mom, and the majority of them are white.
Especially, was the one on MTV, 16 and Pregnant?
Yeah.
Which is coming back. So still 16 and pregnant is a thing, you know?
Right. So these people, I feel sorry for their souls. I pray for them. I pray for them. A moment of silence.
Yes. And, I mean, and then here you go again, super spreader in chief. This man is lying, still lying, still attacking. He is clearly unstable.
Yeah. What dictator is?
He is super unstable, and he's still holding these events. Like, how is that safe? How does that make any sense?
But my thing is, why are the people who are involved in the planning of all of this not saying something? Like, it's evident this man punks you. You may come back with some type of resistance, but he gonna be like, "What? Who cares? I don't care. Go ahead and do this." Which, hey, you. He said no. Okay, I need you to do it. Okay, I don't care. I don't care what you got to. No. Listen to me. I'm the president. I'm gonna do what I want to do. Okay, go ahead and send out the invites. So it's just like there's nobody in this administration has a backbone.
Right.
And I'm glad that the folks at the over the debates put the gavel down. I'm so glad. Like, oh God, yes, thank you. Because everybody seems to be afraid to tell this mofo no.
Right. Like, just don't show up. Just let them go out there and put everything together. Then, okay, you want this event to happen, you go hang all the balloons and banners and everything else and fold all these chairs out and, whatever. Because they're not even testing. They're still not even testing these people prior to the event.
I just don't get it. Like, your job is not that important over your life. It's not. It's not. And the fact that they don't even have a regard for human life.
Right.
Because you still inviting these people. You still allowing them to come in and to have the potential of infecting the next person. For those who are opting not to wear masks. Because, of course, there were some who were not wearing masks.
Exactly. And the thing about it now is he is the safest one now because he's already been infected. So he can't get it again, but he can still give it. There hasn't been anything clearing it, huh?
I heard that you can't get it again.
Oh, well, I don't know if you can. Well, at least in my opinion, he's still infected, so he can't get it again right now. Yeah. I guarantee you what'll happen is he's going to try. That's why he's trying to push all these events to happen now. Because that's his bubble, so let's say that, he stays positive for 20 days. He's going to try and pack them 20 days out. And on that 21st day, you're going to see him not doing events as much. Or then he's going to switch to virtual. Like, oh, I ran out of time. Not safe anymore.
I just don't get Don Lemon and Chris Cuomo. They have this thing where Chris was like, I feel sorry for the people who are agreeing to go to these events. And Don was like, these are grown ass folks.
Right.
I don't feel sorry for them. Not one single iota. And I'm like, I'm with you. I'm with it is sad because they continuously drink from the Kool-Aid. I don't know what is it that they actually see in this man and where that leads them to stand behind him. But the fact that he is out here campaigning in a pandemic.
Right.
What part? Are you just stupid or are you just plumb stupid? Which is it? Pick your poison. I'm mad that Google activated when I said pick your poison.
Help. Right. That nothing you said sounded like stupid. I mean, sounded like Google. Maybe stupid in Google. I don't know. Cause my Google just be activating for no reason. Like, oh, you call me?
Right, huh?
Like she was just over there bored or something. Like, hey, y'all want to be involved?
Right,
Don't leave
right,
me out.
right. Or why it does that when I'm on the phone working?
Mine does too, and my Bixby.
Girl, I cannot. But yeah, girl, please let this country show up and show out. Please, Lord. Please, Lord. I am hoping and praying and wishing and hoping and praying again.
Girl.
I can't do this. Like my stress levels. Like I hate watching I say it every week. I hate watching broadcast TV because of these damn ads. I can't wait for this to be over.
Girl, what was I what? Oh, I went to the nail shop yesterday and they showed a 45 ad, a Karen Handel ad, a
John
John
Osborne.
Ossoff, and a Joe Biden ad in the same commercial break.
Yes. They be like back to back to back. The only one that I feel like is Warnock.
Oh yes, I'm really feeling his ads. Like I ain't even never heard of you till now, but
Really?
I mean I only heard about him after what is her name? Kelly whatever, the
Flopper.
one that's involved with the basketball team. So
Loeffler.
once she would not denounce, like she made some derogatory comments about Black Lives Matter and supporting law enforcement and wanting to keep politics out of the game and whatever. And then that's when the basketball team wore the Vote Warnock shirts.
Yeah. So you didn't know. Okay, so for those of you who are watching, Raphael Warnock is the current senior pastor at Ebenezer Baptist Church, the one that Dr. Martin Luther and the King, who was the pastor of. But yeah, he's currently the pastor, and he's running for Senate, right? Is it Senate?
I'm pretty sure that's what it is.
Yeah. And although in his ad, it bothers me because he's not wearing masks. So in my mind, I was just like, okay, how long ago was this shot?
Mm.
But yeah, I'm gonna need for you to go do some retakes and put on some masks.
You want to
Man.
Photoshop the mask in there?
Yeah, something. But yeah, I'm just so over the divisive commercials. But it's not. It's the GOP.
Yeah.
It's theirs are the divisive ones, and then um the packs that run the ads, that create the ads and everything. Because I don't know if I told you, but FCC rules is that television stations, they have to run them. They cannot turn it away. They can't say no.
Oh,
They have to run it.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either until maybe like a couple of months, maybe a month or two ago. Yeah, they did a report because a lot of people, which I'm glad to hear, that a lot of people were writing and calling in. Why are you running these negative ads? And so they said, we've gotten a lot of calls, we've gotten a lot of emails. People are upset. These ads are continuously being ran. So then they showed us that due to the FCC rules, they cannot say no, and they cannot opt out of. They have to run it, which is jacked up.
So I guess that's why they run them kind of together like that. Like, well, we got to put them on there. So we don't give you the whole. So at least it does give it some, I guess, illusion or idea of fairness. Because I do feel like it's not really all. It's just a bunch of ads. And, obviously, the Republicans' ads are very divisive, very hateful. And more often than not, they're attacking their opponent.
Yep.
You have a couple of Democratic ads that are like that, but it's still kind of just factual based. It's going to be something you can actually take away, but the majority of them really just push what they're about and what their agendas are and what they can do differently.
Yep. Now, I will say this most recent Biden commercial where it's just a whole bunch of black people in it. I'm like, why? Have you seen it?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I'm just like, why, Joe? Why? It's just a whole bunch of black folks in it. Ugh, it's yeah. These commercials they be killing me. Ugh, I just can't. Ugh, mm.
Yeah, and like on like CNN, MSNBC, and those. I mean, I see them sporadically, but
They're there too.
definitely nothing like what you see on like local TV.
Yep.
And the only time that I'm ever really watching, those channels are when I'm not at home, or like when when football's on, because sometimes they come on Fox, or
Right.
and like today watching the Georgia game, it was on CBS. So in the commercial, I was like, oh, mm-mm. I felt like I came out my bubble.
Yeah, but even sometimes I see it on cable TV too. Like I'm watching one of my reality shows, an ad will just pop up, and I'm just like, I can't get away from this.
Right.
I'm so ready for this to be over. I need to sit back. I haven't thought about it which day I'm actually go. I probably won't go this week because I got a kind of a full week. But yeah, I need to go.
Where you going?
I'm still registered in Fulton.
Oh, which day you're going to vote? Okay, because
Mm-hmm.
you just said you haven't decided you need to go. I was like,
No,
where you
I haven't
going?
decided on which day I want to go.
To go vote.
Yeah.
But yeah, because you didn't say what you were going to do.
Oh
I was
yeah.
confused. Sorry, I'm caught
Yeah.
up.
Yep. So I need to decide on which day I want to go, and yep, cause I'm so ready. I'm ready.
Right.
I have never been more ready for November to get here a day in my life.
Well,
Jesus.
I stay ready for November because this when my birthday is. But I mean, I'm just saying. Just saying.
I feel you.
Yeah, because we know how you are. But we know how you are about your birthdays. Ain't nothing wrong with it, but we know how you are about your birthdays. So don't flex like other people can't be excited about their own.
Yes, of course you can. Yep. Anything else?
Mm-mm, no, ma'am. I think we have made it through yet another one. It has been an adventurous week again.
Hmm.
Chad, I'm just trying to make sure we got it all covered. I mean, I do. I wish that they would have more vice presidential debates, but I guess, I mean, and with these two, okay, no, not with these two. With the current spreader in chief and the way that he does, we're not going to get anything productive out of the debates, because even though I do feel like Joe Biden has actual policies and agendas, we won't get to hear them because of the way that the spreader in chief is just has to dominate that the airtime.
Hmm. Yep. 1.5 baby.
No, that's 11/2. Her birthday is November the 2nd.
Oh, my bad.
Eh,
My bad.
right. I had to read it twice too. I was like, 1.5. I was like, what? Okay. Thought we was getting a revelation.
So silly. But yeah, I'm just really hoping. And Michael Cohen, they were talking to him yesterday last night on CNN, and he was talking about he's feeling threatened because he's losing out on the polls, and I'm just like, them polls don't really mean anything to me because the polls were up in
Oh,
Hillary's
yes.
favor, and look where we are. So I don't
And
believe it. But he was a lot calmer last time because he knew he had Russia in the bag.
mm-hmm.
So now you out here win.
Right.
So that leaves me. I have a little faith that we gonna do right. We gonna do what we supposed to do. So
Yeah, I'm hoping so, and hopefully the fact that he changed his bronzer as a sign that the campaign's money is drawing up. So maybe he had to go to Great Value Tan. I don't know, but I mean, it works for me. I'm just saying, whatever lets me sleep at night. All right, it's time to get over here because I'm about to go back into that clown loop. But I'm just saying, I'm so done with these people, Lovey. I'm so done.
we
I'm
all
so
are.
done.
We are all fatigued. We are
Super.
done. We are done. Like I can't wait till we can see clearly and we can breathe a sigh of relief and just I,
Right.
I'm just over it. I'm just over it.
Cause
Hmm.
I just need somebody. Cause I thought So before we go, I thought that this little event with the coronavirus would have just set him down a little bit and made him a little more presidential or something. But child, like he's just the same. And then it's even worse. Like we predicted, it's worse now that he has survived it and he didn't go through the worst of it. So now he's like really feeling invincible.
Told you he got that Tupac syndrome.
Right.
Girl, please, whatever. I'm so over him. At first, my theory last week was that he didn't have it.
Right.
So he might have something. They were just saying pneumonia,
which is a side effect of COVID-19.
Mm-hmm. So he got something. So
because he was coughing on his interview. Yeah. So I mean, like, why are you even pretending? Why can't we get you? You can't be honest about anything. Like the only time this man has ever been honest was accidentally. It was accidentally, like in the moments where he said like the silent parts out loud or something like that. But just where he said out, I'm going to be completely honest. Like no, no. And then he and his administration are now responsible for the spike in DC.
Yeah, because I'm sure people came from out of town,
right,
or in the DMV area at least. I'm sure that they probably had some type of restriction on where people could come from, but they're still not within the state limits,
right,
or the city limits.
Right, because I mean, just from that event and the dominoes after that, it's been 40 people, or close to 40 people infected from White House events.
Oh, I was about to say that's the color that they wore too. The dominoes blue. Today.
The who wore blue?
The people that showed up for the event today. They wore blue shirts. That's what I'm saying. I was gonna show you the picture. But yeah, they wore the blue like on the Domino's pizza. Mm-hmm.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Go ahead and show the picture so we can get out of here. I am curious to see what this looks like, because, honey. First of all, if it...
Uh-huh.
This just lets you know how strong the Kool-Aid really is. Because outside of the red hats, this looks like a Democratic event to me.
It really does. It really does. Like you're way up here. And you talking to the people like you the Pope.
Yes.
What's another one? Girl, look at this. Look at this. Like, who are these people? This is he has the Jim Jones syndrome. Seriously, you thinking that you are powerful and you got people believing in everything that you say. Look at this. Look at this.
Oh, so they're supposed to be showing support for...
I don't know. Oh, that's ABC News. Okay, I was just like, I don't hope I ain't clicking on that because I ain't trying to do no damn clickbait. Look at this woman. Got to be at least 75 or older.
And then look how she got her mask on. Like, okay.
Oh my gosh. It's not a whole lot of people though.
Well, he can't. I'm gonna tell you, he can't. He can no longer draw a whole lot of people. That's what that is. Ugh.
Is that a black man or is that security? What?
That's the one. It has to be one in every episode.
Of course. Oh, okay. Well, that's it. When sunglasses show up, that's me all day.
Right. That's Big Brother showing.
But yes, crazy. I don't get it. Them your people.
Huh? Who?
I mean, not your people,
Oh, okay, girl. I'm like, who people them meals?
but it's sad. I pray for them people. I pray for their souls because I ain't trying to wish nobody to go to hell, but you got a one-way ticket as it stands right now.
Exactly. Exactly.
Mhm. Well, we made it through another Saturday.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you to those of you who checked in real time. Those that are watching on replay, thank y'all for checking us out. Also, I know I keep mentioning this, but I'm gonna repeat it. Don't forget to check out Lovey's channel, Live, Laugh, and Lovey. The link is actually in the description of this video. So if you are into TV shows, that's what we do. That's what she does is recaps. Uh,
That's what we
Power,
do too.
Ghost Book. Well, it's your show now. It's your. Can we do this about you, boo? Can we do this about you?
But it's about us. You're a part of it, especially for Power.
Book two, Ghost. That's a long name, but yes, we do that, which is on
Right.
hiatus until December, and I was super disappointed to discover that.
Oh, it's December. I thought it was January.
Oh, don't tell me that. But nevertheless, okay. Let me get up out of here. Uh, so what we got? We got Power Book two, Married at First Sight,
Yep,
and that's all you're doing right now.
right now. Yep.
Okay,
Trying to look for another show, but ooh, a Crip might get a break, Lord.
All
But
right.
that's okay. That doesn't mean that the content is gonna stop.
Oh yeah,
Mhm. Mhm.
yeah.
Mhm. It's all right. You're gonna see Erin. Keep
Oh
checking
yeah.
her out. She'll make the post. She gonna be on something. Mhm. 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 Mhm.
Oh yeah, that's how we do. She trying to push me on my box. She tricked me into Insecure. So we did.
No, no, oh, no, no, no. That's what you're not about to have the public belief in, okay? You watched our recap
Yes,
and you got entangled in it because you were intrigued. And that's when you came back. It was like, I was laughing at y'all because you said this. And then did you go and watch an episode of Insecure yourself?
girl, no. I never watched it until you asked me to watch. Like, okay, I'm gonna need you to watch it so you can record with us. And I was like, okay. And I did one episode thinking that was gonna be my only one. And he's like,
No,
okay,
because
you're gonna be here every week, right?
yeah, it's not my fault that you came back with some really good feedback. I'm sorry. Just
Well, and when Insecure comes back next
you
year,
will be back.
I'll be there.
Yeah. Mhm.
And what else did you recap? I know some Greenleaf, the final season.
Mhm. Greenleaf. Greenleaf. The Shy. We were doing the
Oh
Shy.
yeah, The Shy, which we'll be revisiting once that comes back, whenever that is.
She's still sad about that. She is so she's still in her feelings about that.
Yes, I'm still in my feelings about it. Like I'm gonna need this whole coronavirus thing to go back. I mean, go away, so we can get our TV shows back on schedule. Because all these long breaks is not working for me.
Yeah, but they're working on it. A lot of shows and productions are creating their own bubble
Okay.
and going back to work and doing what they can because TV is dry right now. I'm so tired of seeing game shows and singing competitions and I mean not that supermarket sweep comes on. Is it Tuesday or is it tomorrow?
Girl, I don't know.
I love some
And they
supermarket
bringing back
sweep.
the Weakest Link with the original Weakest Link, or the second original Weakest Link lady.
Yeah, with Jane. I'm about to say Jane Seymour.
It's not Jane Seymour.
What is her last name?
Girl, I don't know.
Her first name is Jane.
I trust you.
Yeah.
It's TV. That's your area of expertise.
Right. We need our histologist on here.
Right. All right. We're going to get up out of here, y'all. We have overstayed our welcome. And once again, thank you so much for tuning in. We hope to see you here next Saturday. Same bad time, same bad channel, 8:30 p.m. It's the Saturday Sit Down. Y'all have a good week. Stay safe. Wear your mask.
Wear your
And vote.
mask. And vote.
Georgia, early voting is opening up this week, starting what, the 12th?
Monday.
Oh, starting Monday.
Monday,
Yep.
Monday, 7 a.m. Go to vote.com. check on your status. Make sure that you are enrolled. Make sure that your polling stations are one in the same area. Two, if you are going to vote early, go find out where you can go.
Right.
And wear your mask. Okay?
To the polls.
To the polls, in the polls. Don't take it off until you get out the car.
Right.
Although I must say, I've been having a lot of claustrophobic moments. I don't like wearing my mask anymore. So I'm just like, I'd much rather just not leave the house.
Well, whatever you got to do to stay safe.
Yeah. Wear your mask over your nose.
Yeah, we're going to tell you that every week. Because as you can see, it's still people wearing it as a chin strap.
Yeah, we just saw Grandma Betty at
Right.
the White House with it as a chin, like you said, a chin strap, a chin guard.
Right.
Okay.
All right, we going, y'all. Thanks, Coco Bean, for making it through the whole show. Thank you. All right, we out of here. Bye, y'all.